What's up, kings, queens, gods, and goddesses? Listen, it is your girl, Court, and welcome back. But anyway, you're not here for my looks, you're here for the message. So, I was just saying, thinking to myself earlier that if you don't like something, then change it. How many times do we say, oh, I don't like my lifestyle, I don't like the way my body looks, I don't like the house I live in, I don't like the car I drive. Whatever it is, you can change it. Your life is meant to evolve. Your life is meant for you to change it. Even me, for example, I used to be in such a negative mindset and be like, I can't change it, I won't, it's never going to happen. And it never happened. It never happened. Because I allowed myself to get stuck in that mindset. I allowed myself to over and over and over again fill myself with negative thoughts. And as I fill my mind with negative thoughts, I done filled my soul with negative emotion, with negative food, within negative environments. Listen, when I was in a dark time, I went to smoking cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes. I didn't even like them shits. I was just doing it. Every time I would feel like down and depressed or a negative emotion, I would run and go get me a cigarette. Even worse, not only a cigarette, I stopped cigarettes. I ran and got me a Black and Mild. Do you see me? What do I look like? What do I look like smoking a Black and Mild? Right? But it was only at times when I felt my weakest. It was only at times when I felt like I wasn't good enough, or it was just so dark and I couldn't see my way out. What possessed me to think that cigarette or a Black and Mild was going to help? It didn't. It only caused me more money. It caused me more stress because I was trying to hide it from other people. It caused me like more perfume, it just caused more chaos in my life because I had to hide it. I had to hide the smell. I had to hide the fact that I was buying them. It was just doing too much, right? But instead of trying to feed myself and get myself back right, I allowed myself to continue to fill my body and my mind with negative emotions. And not only was I doing it to myself, I allowed other people to do it to me, right? This body got me through it all. This vessel, right? And I had to make a point. I had to think about it and say to myself, like, I don't want this. I want it to change. And at that very moment, when I started saying to myself, I am better, I am, who I say I am, and I started to fill my mind with positive thoughts and positive affirmations, things started changing rapidly. As my friends know, I am the ultimate manifester. What I say literally goes, because that's my reality. Whatever I envision goes. So if I say, oh, I'm a fail, take a test, for example. Let's just take the simple notion of a test. I'm getting off topic for a second, but let's just take the simple notion of I gotta get this out. Let's just take the simple notion of a test, for example, right? And let's just say how powerful your mind can change and how quickly it can change when you put positive affirmations in it, right? So let's just say this. You ever say, I'm gonna fail a test, I'm gonna fail a test, I'm gonna fail a test, and you actually fail that test? And you be like, how did I fail that exam when I knew everything? How did that happen? Because you put it out there that you was already going to fail. You put it out there that it was not going to work and it was not going to be in your favor. You put it out there that that other person, whatever it may be, is going to get that job over you. You did not have faith in yourself that you was going to succeed. So universe listened. It was like, okay, all right, you said it, here it is, right? But at the same time, if you be like, okay, take a deep breath, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to do the best that I can. I'm going to pass that exam. It may not be the grade that you want, but did you pass? Yes. Now, if you go in there and be like, all right, my goal is to get an A. You know what I mean? You're going to go in the notion, taking your time with a different mindset, trying to bring that into fruition. Does that make sense? So if you want something to change it. Start off with your mindset. That is the simplest. I lied. That ain't the simplest thing. That ain't the simplest thing. But it just starts off with a phrase. I can. I will. I have. Instead of saying I can't. I won't. It will never happen. Just change your mindset and just watch how things will begin to work in your favor. It may not be what you think it's going to be, but it is going to turn in your favor. That will is going to turn in your favor because you are putting out there what you truly want. And you are matching those vibrations. It took me a while to master that. And when it comes to change, I have to change my mindset daily because I am forever saying like something's not going to work for me or something bad going to happen. I'm forever saying it, but quickly you can just be like, you know what? It's not because I am okay. I am loved. I am protected. I say those things to myself on a daily basis throughout the day because I have to remind myself that I am not these negative thoughts. These negative thoughts do not take over. Because these negative thoughts are just as powerful as the positive ones. So just think about that. If your negative thoughts are just as powerful as your positive affirmations, you don't want to give them no power. Because that means that they can come into fruition just as quickly as your positive affirmations, just as your positive thoughts. So if you want to be the change, just change it. If you want to change your lifestyle, change it. It's not going to be easy. People have a notion think it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Oh, but I have obstacles. I gotta, in order to get a job, right? I have to fill out applications. In order to fill out applications, I have to go to the library. In order to go to the library, I have to get up, at a certain hour to get there, to catch the bus. If you know all this, those are just obstacles. Obstacles are put there for you to overcome them. That's the point of an obstacle. You're going to let an obstacle stand in your way of what you really want? Some of y'all don't even let people stand in the way of what you really want. If you really wanted something, you're going to go get it. But instead, many of us allow our negative thoughts to block us from what we really want and what we truly desire. A lot of us are focused on our career right now, right? And we're not set in the mind frame to get out in the limb and be that entrepreneur. It took me a while. I'm still learning. I'm still practicing because I did not want to accept the change. And what I mean by that is, when it was time for me to actually start this podcast, right, I kept making excuses and I kept letting obstacles get in my way and saying like, oh, I can't start my podcast until I get an introduction. I can't start my podcast until I get a cover art. I can't stop more. And then I was like, I gotta stop. I had to stop, take a step back and be like, let me readjust my mindset. Because all I was doing was pushing myself back further from my dream. And if I would have just took a step at a time and made the changes that I needed to change in my life and in my mindset, I would have been started my podcast a few years ago. But I didn't, because I was so stuck in that negative mindset and I didn't want to take the necessary steps to change. You can change it. So not only can you change it, but you can live in it. And for me, personally, when I really want to change something, what I really like to do is I live in it. I live in the fact that I'm already a podcast creator. I live in the fact that I live in $1 million mansion. You may come to my apartment and be like, Court, this apartment is small, it's 1 bathroom, X, Y, and Z, but in my mindset, it's my home. It's the home that I dreamt of because it's comfortable, it's loving. Because I know when I get that $1 million home, when I do become a millionaire, I'm gonna already be living in it. Because I've been living in it all along. It's just a mindset. Just change your mindset. If you don't like how your body looks, go to the gym. Start off small. Start eating more vegetables. And many of us like, I don't like oranges. I don't like these kind of fruits. It is an array of things that you can do instead of eating chips, soda, all that other extra nonsense. It's just the fact that you just don't want to. And you won't until you change your mindset. Every day, when I take a shower, right? I'm forever cleansing and changing my mindset. Throughout the day, I'm changing my mindset. It is not easy. I have been through hell and high water. And sometimes, sorry, my nose is always itching. Sometimes I just have to take a step back and be like, this isn't me. These negative thoughts are not me. That is the old Courtney from back to 2017. I don't know why that date popped in my head, but 2000, you know what? That's probably, that is the year that my life changed. Yes, 2017 is actually the year that's why it's so relevant. 2017 is the year that my life actually changed. And that's the year that I decided that I'm not going to do what I used to do. Change. I'm going to keep saying it. Change your mindset. It is so important that you do that. Because once you do that, everything else is going to flow. Little by little. You're going to start noticing that the people that are not good for you, they're going to start dwindling away. Disappearing. Like a genie, right? Because they do not match your vibration because you're changing. And people don't like it when you change now. People often question, oh, you're changing. I don't like this new Courtney. Well, guess what? Too damn bad. Because this new Courtney ain't going to put up with the same bullshit that you've been speaking on me for the past 17 years. The same Courtney is not going to put up with you walking in and out my life. The same Courtney is not going to put up with this job that don't want to pay me my worth. Change, because I am changing my mindset and I am changing how I view people. I am changing my actions. You got money problems? Change it. Oh, how am I going to change it? I need a better job. Okay, if you know that what you need, then go for it. That's changing it, right? Change it. Simple. Change it. Whenever somebody tells me a problem, I'm like, okay, so how are we going to change it? How can we change your mindset? Because when you change your mindset, I'm telling you, your body's going to follow. I can't even eat the same things I used to eat. Because when I started changing my diet and my body got acclimated to this new diet and drinking more water and eating more fruits and eating more vegetables and X, Y, and Z and exercising, when you try to go back to what doesn't serve you and what is not good for you, your body's going to reject it. Your mind's going to reject it. Let me say that again, okay? For the people in the back. When you change your lifestyle, change your diet, and you really start to change, and you try to go back to what no longer serves you and put it back in your body's going to be like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I kind of curse sometimes, but they're going to be like, I don't want this. It's out of here because it doesn't fit you and it doesn't serve you. Stop going back. You are only meant to go forward. Why? Why do you want to go back there? You went through it. You changed. What you want to do? Spin the block for? And seeing what's new? Why? Because I used to think that with change, as I change, people change. Let me just touch on this for a brief second, because my heart is telling me to. Just because you change does not mean the atmosphere around you changes. So even though in my mindset, I have a millionaire mindset, but when I go to downtown Wilmington, I see houses boarded up, I see streets closed down, I see potholes closed down. And it's like, okay, let me go back to Wilmington. Let me go dibble and dabble and run the streets for what? It's the same old. Ain't nothing changed. But you changed. And when you go back into the city or go back to your old neighborhood and people want to call you bougie or say that you ain't the same, I'm not the same because I have evolved. And it's nothing against anybody else. It's the fact that I just simply changed. And I started off with my mindset. Every day when I take a shower, when I take a shower, I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting the life that I want. I'm manifesting, the dreams that I have. I'm manifesting my podcast getting bigger. I'm literally manifesting it. When I'm in the gym, as I'm working on my physical, okay, I'm also working on my mental because I'm envisioning my body changing. I am envisioning the things I need to get done to get to where I want to go. I'm envisioning me looking like a whole motherfucking snack. I'm changing. And as I'm manifesting, I'm changing. I'm bringing it into fruition. My nose really itchy, y'all. So I'm so sorry. I know I probably look like a whole crackhead, but I really don't do crack. I'm so serious. But it's just really you changing. So yeah, I'm gonna make a video, confirmation. My next video is really gonna be about manifesting and what it actually means to manifest, because people get the wrong ideas of manifestations and but yeah, we're gonna talk about that because y'all be out here just not doing the right shit. So nonetheless, I'm out of here. I will see y'all next episode, talk to y'all next episode, hear y'all next episode. So stay tuned because there's so much more coming. I love you. I'm out.